Socially Acceptable, the show that humanizes influence the LA way. I'm Miss Corrie Renee.
And I am SB Press. And again, thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, leave the comments. Don't just jump in the DMs.
Don't.
Leave some comments.
Please.
You know, we see everything. And again, we don't do this for us. We do this for y'all.
You guys.
And thank y'all to our proud sponsors as well.
Who are they?
We got King Vision.
Okay.
We got Shoe Pugs, Stussy,
Yep.
Happy Dads,
Like
Death Fresh
it.
Crew, Califino.
Yeah.
We won't forget about y'all.
Okay,
won't.
never.
Don't
we love
forget about us,
Califino.
you know?
Okay.
So I'm just gonna be grateful and thankful. But what's your emoji so far right now?
Oh my
Because
god.
I got one, and I got another one, but I'm just gonna like whatever you answer, I'm gonna go with the other one.
Okay. So I'm really just excited. Like, we have a lot going on outside of the amazing guest that we have here today that has been killing us softly. We over here just like,
I know.
It's like, when you think
You
of
see
LA,
how I'm
you think
jumping
of
so quick so we can get to that?
LA, it's in the crash. What's in this orange chair?
LA.
But we're going to wait on that.
Mhm.
But I would definitely put the excited face that, just like, oh my gosh. So, like, that is where I'm at. What's your emoji?
Mine is gonna be the celebration with the little, blower and the hat on.
Yes!
Because we have a very, very important announcement.
Oh.
We have a live show to be hitting you guys with very, very soon.
Press has been waiting.
Very, very soon.
talk about
I can
this.
actually,
So,
take the
you
zipper
go
off
ahead,
from an
Prince.
emoji a couple weeks
You've
ago.
been waiting. Man,
But
talk
yes,
about
yes,
ready
yes.
to post on the IG story. What are we doing?
So
August 23rd.
We'll be having a community event.
Yes.
Okay. We will be at the Tribe in Inglewood.
Uh-huh.
Make sure y'all there.
Okay.
Also, we will be having food vendors.
Yes.
Have a performance,
Uh-huh.
comedic performance,
Mhm.
music performance. But we'll be having a live show with the guests that we will be, announcing at a later date because it's a big surprise.
Absolutely.
Big surprise.
And the best thing about all of it is that this is a free event, a live experience, a family affair. Socially Acceptable presents a family affair, a live podcast experience, a free event. All we are asking is that you bring a backpack with supplies inside so that it can go to our local schools for back to school. That's it. And
That's
you guys
right.
are in. Okay.
We are working with a nonprofit with that as well. So yes, tap in with us because we tapping in with the city.
More details to come. But now
Yes, y'all.
it's time to introduce our guest.
Corey, please.
No, you can do it. No, I'll do it.
Okay. Do it one time for the one time.
This person is on the station that I've always told myself when I make it one day in radio. I said, I want to retire at this radio station. And when you think of KJLH,
Prominent.
there's only one real face. That happens to be a woman. You will think of, I'm talking about 3-time NAACP Theater Award winning, actress, on-air personality, Tammi Mac!
Yes.
Let me clap for myself.
Yes, that's right. That is right.
First of all, Press, you got me pressed with your army green Nikes and the matching shirt. You know what I'm saying? Like
you.
your stilo is on
I
point.
appreciate it. This
You
is what
know
I
I'm
does.
saying?
This is
Your
what I
teeth all
does.
straight and
Thank
pretty.
you.
Shining through like a black man should.
You know
Your
what?
lineup is cool with no chalk
Speak
marks
to me,
on
queen.
the
Speak
lineup.
to
I
me,
love
queen.
it.
That's
You know?
right. That's right.
You got your earrings, bling bling, and then you got that rope that you went all the way back to the 80s with that rope chain, but it's coming back. Y'all bringing everything back.
I'm glad you said that because this chain was actually, it's my uncle who passed away. This chain was his birth chain. So
Shut
no,
up!
so you hit it right on the head.
Oh
with that
my
one.
God!
Look at you knowing without.
I do be knowing. I felt your whole spirit, son. And Miss Corrie.
Yeah.
I mean Renee, Corrie Renee. I have never had anybody as excited as you to meet me. I feel like Kobe Bryant.
That's right.
I feel like a winner.
Right.
I feel like I'm hitting all my threes. When you in the room, sis. You gave me the most, okay? You gave me the
Well
most.
deserved. Well deserved.
It's because we're so
And then,
excited.
but then you made me feel old because you was like, I want to retire at KJLH.
No.
Damn. Am I about to retire?
Just know we was rocking like this before the cameras was on.
65 years old?
I should have paused. So let me do it now.
Always the station I wanted to retire
We
at.
got fine wine in the building, y'all.
Because this Mickey Ficky's so old over there. that I don't know. You know, I'm really brought Tammi in to check on her health to see if she's gonna die anytime soon, so I can feel her.
I'm so kidding. Tammi, I feel like we can banter like this. Me and Tammi, we've been like friends since early this morning.
Oh my God.
And the only thing that you've been killing is the game.
Okay,
Yes.
so it is all
Good thing
love
you
in
met
here.
me before I died, sis.
Hey, we're gonna kill it with some,
You know,
some
like
laughter today.
KJLH. That's the old folks' home for music.
She going in.
Hold on, I gotta clarify.
I mean, give us a break. We play SZA and Kendrick Lamar and what? It's not just playing Sammy Davis Jr.
They
and the
season.
Rat Pack.
That's funny. We got a picture of him at home.
I'm just okay. Real quick.
You got
Clarify. When I say retire, I mean because I want to spend the rest of my days there. I'm not saying
That's almost the same thing.
Listen,
That sounds like you want me to
I'm still in my journey. I haven't made it. Like I'm still trying to find my place. So I'm hoping, Chris, by the way, Chris Malone, don't be listening to Tammi because she over here making it seem like I am downplaying KJLH. I've been
Chris, I don't know why you there. You way too young. It's a retirement radio station.
I've literally grown up listening to KJLH, listening to you, and I just can't believe that this is my life right now, that I am bouncing back and forth with the Tammi Mac that has just basically led the legacy of Black households for as long as I can remember.
Appreciate you.
And continue.
Very much.
Thank you.
God willing, I'll die there.
We together. Can we do it together?
Get the drummer, man. We need that.
You know, maybe if you need a production assistant, I'll make sure, your casket.
Out of the wheel, Corrie, Renee.
I just want to make sure your casket's sharp, Tammi Mac. I'm just
kill
saying.
me this episode for sure.
You guys stop it, okay? This is not what the show is about.
All right. Before she kills us even more, the X factor of this episode is the importance of creating legacy through your work.
Amen.
Okay, and you have an amazing legacy and continuing it.
Thank you.
Could you talk to us about who some of the pioneers and people that you looked up to as you were coming along with your legacy?
You mean in general or specifically radio?
Specifically radio, actually.
Specifically radio.
Since we're here.
Portia Fox, who was who I grew up with in Houston, Texas, on Portia Fox. Many people don't know her now. I don't think she's in radio anymore, but she moved from Houston to Atlanta. And it's interesting because when I met her, she wasn't that kind to me.
Oh, really?
But I will say this. I never met her physically. I called her on the phone to ask her something to ask her something specific to her, right? So it wasn't like I'm calling the request line to make a request. Mm-hmm. It was more of a, hey, girl, this opportunity came up. I want to know, they brought your name up. I want to know, is this something I should look into or not? And I was very disappointed in the way the phone call went.
Oh, no.
So I tend to not like to meet people that are,
I'm right there with you.
Right,
yeah.
right.
Mm-hmm.
But I also, it took me a while, and it's still kind of surreal to me that people think that I'm a star, right? So, but I have always decided that I wanted to be the type of person that appreciated everybody and everything that they do, and that I make sure that I'm not on this pedestal when people are engaging with me, Mm-hmm. So it definitely taught me a lesson. And working with Stevie Wonder helps a lot too, because he's one of the biggest superstars on the face of the earth.
Right.
And watching him meet his public, like no one can ever be a bigger star than he is, right? You got to start at 10. Mm-hmm. So if you ain't it by 16, it's too late. So no one will ever be a bigger star as him. And for me to watch how he treats his fans, just says to me, like, you ain't Stevie Wonder. How can you treat someone or dismiss someone who appreciates what you do and your work? But, no, maybe she had a bad day. Maybe her boss was fussing at her or whatever. So I don't know what her story was. So I don't really hold it against her. That's just the way I experienced her. And so I try to make it so when people experience me, it's not a bad one. But sometimes you can't even, you can't help it sometimes, because sometimes people's perception is not even what your intention is. And that could have very well been how it was when I spoke with Portia Fox on the phone. But Portia Fox was a huge inspiration. I'm trying to think of who else, because only women were my inspiration in radio. Yeah. And that's because it's a male-dominated world, very right? Much. And when you see someone like you doing it and doing it in a big way, that kind of makes you feel better about what you can achieve. And I wouldn't say Wendy Williams is my inspiration, because I didn't grow up in New York. I grew up down south in Houston. And I don't want to be mean, but she was mean.
Was she?
No, I'm saying, are you mean? Was she? I'm talking about on the radio.
Oh, I thought you meant in person. I'm sorry.
I've never met her. You don't have to meet Wendy Williams to know she mean.
Yeah.
And so, that never really clicked with me. That kind of radio never really clicked with me. Although it worked for her. You know what I'm saying? That's why she is who she is today. That's why she got a star and I don't. But
yes.
I know. I'm going to stop you there, Tammi Mac. That's not why. Exactly. Okay, messing around with your future producer that you already fired. You know what I'm saying? We're going to make sure you get that star.
Corrie and LA's podcast. Right?
The only person I can really think of in radio that inspired me a lot was Portia Fox. But right now, and she's Candy Eastman, who is also a Houston radio DJ. Candy Eastman is my mentor. She's who I look towards. She's who I aspire to be like when it comes to radio, because she's so freaking smooth on the mic, man. And you could never tell. Like with me, I'm so country and ghetto at the same time. And and you can hear it every time I talk. And Portia, she just smooth with it. And all of her breaks are just like impeccable. And I love, like, everything about her show is like, she gets a 100 every day. And that just trips me out. I listen to her show when I'm walking, because, Houston is different time zone. So I listen to her show when I'm walking, and I love everything about her. I met her, and I love her even more. So like now we're mentors. She's like literally my friend. And I listen to her show to see where I can excel, where I can be better, what I can do. We're two totally different DJs though. Because if y'all listen to my show, I'm kind of all over the place. I'm wild with it. And I'm still country and ghetto. It took me a long time to appreciate that about me though. It's still like when I hear people like Candy Eastman, I still go, oh, man, maybe I should be a little more smooth. But then I get on the radio and somebody call and I be like, no, that ain't how I go.
The real comes out.
So yeah, the real comes out. So I'm like, I'm gonna just be me. I think that's what they say works.
Yes.
But I love Candy Eastman in Houston, Texas.
Love that. I love that. I think
you gotta listen to her.
I will.
You have to she's on Magic 102. You gotta download the app and listen to her.
Is her emblem? It says Portia with purple lettering.
Not Portia, Candy Eastman.
Hold on.
I don't know if Portia is on the radio anymore or not. My bad if I said Portia. I meant Candy Eastman. She is she's absolutely amazing. She's an amazing jock, and she covers like the basics. Like y'all got Kobe Bryant down there. The reason why Kobe is so great is because the basics he has down pat. The basics are there, and people want to go here before they go here, and then they get all jacked up. But if you know the basics and you can like excel at just the basics of the game, then what you add on top of it, it just like it makes you a powerhouse.
Strengthen your fundamentals and your foundation.
Yeah, that's it.
So then you have room to grow.
That's it, Press.
That's it, Press.
I hope you got that down too.
I just feel like the synergy in here is impeccable, and I'm so with it.
Amazing.
So I know you were saying like we want to make sure when you were talking about your journey and you felt like being called a star was something different for you to like consume. Do you think it's possible to be important like doing the work quietly, or do you think like you need to like embrace understanding like there comes, you know, some type of notoriety and value in order to keep growing in the best self possible.
Oh, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's good.
So I'm back in the wheel.
That's right. That's right. That's what we do here.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you might get a little something.
Okay, great.
Oh, I'm hoping for a lot of something.
I don't think that people have to know you for you to excel and do what you can do for the community. I don't feel like people have to know you. There are so many people. We're talking about LA. There are so many people in this neighborhood that do the work quietly. And I hate when people say, "Well, Black people don't stick together," and where are our leaders and who gonna speak up now? The problem is people just be talking. You know, people get these podcasts and they just be talking and saying stuff and with zero information, zero. Nobody researched, nobody looked up nothing. Nobody. How you just gonna spit stuff you don't even know? And there are people who quietly do the work, who are underground. I just went to the Community Coalition for Los Angeles, right? All of those people who were sitting at that table, they have made such a difference in this community. And people don't even know because they don't know their names. But what they need to know is that this whole community coalition that exists, they are the ones that are trying to get the liquor stores out of the neighborhood. They're the ones that were helping when they were gentrifying to stop the gentrification. Mm-hmm. And so people who be speaking out about ain't nobody doing nothing are the people that don't be doing nothing. Because when you're doing something, you know the people who do. Bars.
1,000.
So if you telling me you ain't nobody doing nothing, then I'll have to question, well, what do you do? You know, I don't think people have to know you if it's in your heart to heal, if it's in your heart to help, if it's in your heart to make a difference. It doesn't matter how famous you are. I mean, fame, like the question suggested, fame obviously attracts more attention so that you can get more resources to do the things at a grander stand. But just because you're doing it at a smaller level doesn't mean it's not getting done.
You hear that, press? We're still doing the work.
Yeah. Will Smith said, his daddy said, you got to build a house brick by brick. You don't just throw the bricks up. One brick at a time.
One brick at a time. This is so good.
I literally heard brick by brick today before this episode.
Come on, alignment.
There it is.
Super duper producer.
You probably supposed to get a house or something.
You're trying to get that mansion.
Or cocaine. I don't know.
I'm going to probably do Scarface Part 2.
Oh my God.
I do have a question along because you did mention mentoring. So can you talk about how important it is not only to be a open mentee, but to be open to mentor other people so then they can actually...
You asked me this question.
Because it's really important. It's what we're here for. I melting in the chair. I remember the day, y'all.
I have such a different... People always get mad when I talk about this.
Talk about
it. I was hoping you didn't bring it up.
Too late.
I wasn't hoping.
I was trying to stay
would.
away from a
No, this is a safe
compound
space.
word.
It shouldn't even be controversial, but
You're right.
I don't feel the same way about mentorship as most people.
Okay.
Most people and I've had a lot of people call me, "Hey, can you be my mentor? Hey, can you be my mentor?" And to me, that sound like you want, I don't know. It sound like somebody want to watch me make mistakes. You know what I mean? It sounds like somebody wants to follow me on my journey while I'm still on my journey trying to figure things out. And I guess because I'm not a fan of hierarchy.
Right.
I don't do well with mentorship because I believe that we all have the capability to, I believe it's all in the inside of us all. My favorite movie is The Wizard of Oz.
Ooh, not The Wiz?
And
Not The Wiz?
The black version.
I mean, I jam to the black version.
Gotta eat on down.
I meant the white girl.
Yeah. I jam to the black version. Ooh, I wouldn't be seen dead. Yeah. But that's somewhere over the rainbow. That right there is serious business. And it's my favorite movie because it talks about how everything you need is right there with you. And so I believe the best mentors are mentors that happen, or mentorships that happen organically. Not when you meet somebody at a networking session, then call them on the phone and be like, "Hey, can you be my mentor?" I think it's disingenuous. It's really saying, can I have access to what you have access to so I can grow? But a real mentorship is when you develop a relationship with someone. You don't have to label it. You don't have to label it mentorship. I have a mentor. Vanessa Bell Calloway is my mentor, but she's also my sister. She's my friend. You know what I'm saying? Like, we developed a relationship, and I was like, oh snap, I'm about to do everything she do. I'm about to ask her everything I need to know. Because mentors can suck the life out of you.
She's like, ain't nobody got time for that. Okay.
They can. And I know nobody agrees with, I've not met a person who agrees with the thought, but I just feel like relationships should be organic so that it doesn't come across as you using someone to get where you need to go.
That I do agree with wholeheartedly. I feel like my relationships are what got me to this position. No, I'm still very much in my journey. Like, no one knows about me. You know what I'm saying? I'm just someone from LA that wants to put on for her city. So because I've been able to just be transparent in that, people have learned to want to support and be a part, and we've just been able to bring our skill sets and like minds together, and here we are. So I agree with you wholeheartedly on that.
I used to do a mixer. Vanessa Bell Calloway and we used to do a mixer in Leimert Park. And these mixers, you know, actors, singers, whatever your talent was, you could come and get on the stage for 1 minute. You had 60 seconds to do your thing, right? And the only way you could get on stage is, I call them they're like the three things that you win in Hollywood. It's either your time, you got to know somebody, right? or you work your way there. So those are the only three ways you could get on stage. So we had a bucket and we pulled names out of a hat. You didn't know if you were going on that night or not, right? One of the stories I share every night is that you should not be looking at somebody who already made it to assist you. You should look in the room right here and work side by side, not upwards. So what you guys are doing, that's how it goes. That's how it goes, you know? Because you have Issa Rae on the wall, right? Issa Rae was at my mixer.
Wow.
Issa Rae is working with the people she was working with when then nobody know Issa Rae.
Facts.
And I always love to share the story of Martin. Y'all know Martin, right?
No.
I mean, y'all know Martin, the television show, right?
1,000%.
Everybody on that show was friends before that show.
Did not know that.
Yeah.
Everybody was Tashina and Tisha, they grew up together on Broadway. Martin and Tisha and I can't think of who else. They worked together on House Party.
Okay.
That's the reason why there was the singing episodes where they're competing against each other when Biggie was on. There's a lot that goes into
of innuendos. Okay.
Talk about it. Talk about it, baby. Be about the culture.
Even my niece who's 14, she's seen all 3 seasons of Martin. She knows Martin.
Yeah.
So definitely.
So it's not that he looked for other people. It's that they worked. Like, you grab the people right here. And I don't know why we always got to look up for help and look up for assistance when it's right there. It's right there.
Unless you're looking up at God.
Please look up at God.
For his,
But sometimes he's right
grace.
here too. Most of the times he's right here. Actually, he's right here.
There we go.
Shout out to him.
We love you.
You know what I'm saying?
What's up, Big G?
He's nudging me right now.
Big G.
Right. Now, you've been keeping it G. And not ghetto, you've been keeping it gangster.
Thank you.
But right now, I'm going to need you to keep it P. Mass P press. Okay? So I'm going to give you a choice between pleasure, passion, or pain. You pick one.
I'm going to always pick pleasure.
Oh, okay.
What do you think this
Got
is?
right to it. I love it.
I am a passionate person. Oh, Lord.
Yes.
I'm mad at y'all.
Don't be.
I hate y'all right now.
Don't be.
Not because of this. I hate y'all because y'all done some research.
It's what we do. We do
That's
some
what
digging.
we do here.
Okay.
It's socially acceptable.
Okay.
So you had the pleasure of working with Master P. You've had the pleasure of working with a lot of amazing people. But could you really talk about the pleasure it is to being yourself in these moments?
You know what? I have an amazing story about this moment right here. It's an amazing story. Okay. We got time.
Absolutely.
So, Master P was shooting a movie at the J Spot on Manchester, right? Manchester?
Mm-hmm.
And that is J. Anthony Brown's comedy club.
Yep.
And the movie was I Got the Hookup Part 2. So I went and auditioned. I knew the casting director brought me in to audition for the movie. And I did not get the part. Master P was in the room. A couple of other Cash Money people, I guess, who worked for him was in the room. The casting director was in the room. I didn't get the part. I think they brought me back to do audition for another part with the person that was in that scene with me. So we auditioned. I didn't get the part. So I kind of let it go, you know, as that's what you do as an actress. You don't get the part most of the time. So my girlfriend was catering at the J Spot for the movie I Got the Hookup, right? And she says, hey, I'm catering. I got the hookup. Everybody over here at the J Spot, come down here. And I was like, I ain't coming down no J Spot, hang out with people at the movie. I mean, at the no movie shooting, I ain't in the movie.
Right.
They didn't even hire me to be in the movie. You want me to hang around? I was like, I'm not doing that. I'm going home, watch Golden Girls, and eat my key lime pie from California Pizza Kitchen. So I'm driving down, heading home, and the producer hits me up with my girlfriend. My girlfriend hits me up and she says, Tammy, I got the producer right here. She said she wasn't in the room when you auditioned. Come back down, come back down. And I said, I'm not coming back down. So the producer gets back on the phone. Bailey says, Tammi Mac, come back down here. I was like, okay. I go back down. So I go back down. I'm hanging out, having fun, making funnel cakes with my girlfriend. That's what she was doing, you know, as a caterer. And I was like, okay, this was fun. I'm leaving. So the producer comes downstairs and says, you leaving? I said, yeah, I'm leaving. I've been here, seen it. It's all good, right? She was like, well, P want to see you, as in Master P. I said, for what? He saw me in the audition room. What do you want to see me for? She said, P want to see you. So I go upstairs and is it Scruncho? I think it was Scruncho.
Mm-hmm.
Might have been Scruncho. It was a couple. I know a lot of comedians, right? And it was a couple of comedians. And they were like, you not in the movie, Tammi Mac? You not in the movie? I was like, nah, I'm not in the movie. You know, I ain't tell nobody I audition, I ain't get it. I just, nah, I'm not in the movie. You know, you got to play cool. Like, you know, I'm just here. See what y'all up to, you know.
Yeah. The whole girl told me to come down.
Yeah, you know, I got a master's in fine arts. You know, y'all do y'all thing.
I brought myself down here so y'all can see some fine art.
Yeah. Okay, right, exactly.
That's
there
right.
it is. I'm like, you know, this ain't my stilo.
Right.
I don't know if it was Scrunch. I cannot remember which comedian was like, Pete, you know this is the voice of LA. You got to put her in the movie. You can't do no movie and not have Tammi Mac in the movie. And about 3-4 people had told Master P that while I was there. And so P goes, I know. Like, if another ninja tell me by who she is. And a sidebar, P was mad and came into the studio like on a whim one day because of something I said. But we'll talk about that story. I digress. I go back to this story. So P puts me in the movie and he says, well, what do you want to do in the movie? And I'm like, huh? What do I want to do? This is weird. Okay. So I'm like, okay, let me find out something good I can do so I can get some crying in. You know, I can really put it down. So I
Show
go
my
back
acting
and
chops.
I'm like, well, you know, maybe I should be somebody who didn't like her food and I'm upset at the cook. And so P goes, no, I tell the producer that. The producer goes to P, tells P. The producer comes back and says, okay, P say you can't do that.
Okay.
I said, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's going to make the restaurant look like they food bad. And you representing a black restaurant. So P don't want the black restaurant to look like they food bad. I said, okay, cool. I said, well, let me think of something else. I don't know, my baby daddy is supposed to give me some child support and I'm coming to the restaurant looking for him. I'm in tears and I'm like, I can't afford food for my baby. So she's like, okay, I'll be right back. So she goes to P and then she comes back and she said, okay, P say you can't do that. I'm like, okay, yeah. Because if you do that, then it make black men look bad. Like they don't pay their child support. And then, you know, they're not responsible for their responsibilities. I said, okay. I I'm a disgruntled worker, and so I come in and I'm mad because they won't pay me. So she's like, oh, that's a good one. I'll be right back. So she goes back to P.
was on your side.
Yeah.
She goes back to P. She comes back to me. She says, you can't do that. I said, why? She said, P said you can't do that. I said, why? She said, because if you're a disgruntled employee, it make the black restaurant look bad, right? So I'm like, okay, can I talk to P?
For real.
Can we work this out? So I go to Master P. She takes me to Master P. We sit down, we talk. He's like, what's up? So we talk it out, and I end up being an employee who didn't get my paycheck. Like I quit or I got fired, one or the other. I didn't get my paycheck, and I'm coming to get my last paycheck.
That was close to the one you asked.
Very close, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So he's like, we'll do it like that. And then there was this huge discussion about how much money the paycheck was. And he was like, so he grabbed a whole bunch of comedians. We're all at this round table on set, mind you. So this all new. This ain't in no script. And all the comedians, like we're having a writing session in the middle of the J spot.
Wow.
About what I'm supposed to do.
That's tight.
So, and I didn't come looking like this. I was coming from a movie that I shot for BET called Her Only Choice. So I had on black pants and a black tank top. You can see the black tank top. That's not my purse. That's not my jacket. That's not none of that stuff mine, except for the black tank top and the black pants. That's what I came from the movie in, right? So I was like, cool, I'll do that. And then they had this discussion, well, do we owe you $20? Do we owe you $5? How much do we owe you, because it can't be a lot of money because we don't want the, So it was a whole discussion. One thing about Master P, he cared. I'm going to tell you this to the camera. Master P cares about the black community. Anybody who says he doesn't is bullcrap. That man loves the black community, and he wants to make sure that our image represents our truth and represents us in a positive way. So we make the decision, and I'm like, cool. I'm thinking, that's a wig I got on. So I was thinking that I was just gonna wear my hair. What it was, because my hair was it was a interesting hairstyle because I was coming from playing a cancer patient. So my face looked like I was a cancer patient, and my hair looked like I didn't have any.
Got it.
So that's how I was hanging out at the J spot, right? So I'm thinking, cool, I'm an ex-employee. This will work for the character. I'm good. So Master P goes, okay, go get your hair and your makeup done. And I'm like, huh? I don't get hair and makeup? So I go to the hair and makeup, and they're like, oh my God, we got to make Tammi Mac look fly. And I'm like, for real? You got to make Tammi Mac? Yeah, we can't have Tammi Mac out there looking crazy on the fan. So I'm like, okay. So homegirl hooked the freak up out of my face, hooked up the wig. They threw a wig on me. Then I think Master P asked for the bandana, so they put the bandana on that style. And then my girlfriend gave me her purse, who I came to see. And then some random person said, throw this jacket on, you look cute. And that's where y'all didn't realize this story. There was a big story behind this picture like that.
It was some digging.
So we did that, and we get ready to do a take, and I run in. I'm supposed to run in and say to Master P, I'm in the scene with Master P. I'm in the scene with Master P. He puts himself in the scene. So I go to him to ask him for what my check is. So I run into the thing and I go, I need my check. Y'all got, but he's like, ho. And then he didn't look at me. He looked at somebody else. He said, tell her she can't be coming at me like that.
I was like, to her,
I'm right here.
Damn.
I'm right here. Meanwhile, the cameraman, whoever keep up with the scenes is like flipping through, going, where is this? I don't see this. Where is
He's like,
this?
no, he really said it.
No, they're like, where is? I don't see this in the scene. Is this scene? Was this a new scene? What? Like, he's totally confused about what we're doing. So finally, somebody pulls him to the side and say, this is a scene Master P added in. Then somebody pulls me aside and say, hey, you can't be coming at Master P like that. You got to bring it down a little bit. And just kind of, chill, boo. And I was like, oh,
I guess they really about it.
Rowdy. So Master P, hugged me, and we had fun on the shoot. It was fantastic. He was a good guy. I like to tell that story because when people say only God can stop you from where you're supposed to be, that's one of those moments. Because how am I in the room auditioning with the executive producer of the film who says no to me?
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't get any higher than Master P. When Master P say no, nah. When Master P says no, that's the end of discussion. She ain't in the movie. Like, ain't nobody convince him that I'm in the movie. Nobody. I was not supposed to be in the movie. I auditioned twice. I did not get the part. The casting director was very apologetic. And Master P said no. And so how I end up in the movie if Master P said no? The man who did the movie. God. That's God. So I encourage people, do not be discouraged when something doesn't happen for you, because it never happens how we think it's going to happen. And Lord knows I ain't think my girlfriend was going to be catering for I Got the Hookup and I was going to end up being in the movie. And everybody there thought that I was a star. And that if Master P missed out on Tammi Mac, the voice of LA, being in this movie, he's not capturing the essence of LA.
Come on.
That's crazy to me. That's crazy to me.
Oh my gosh.
Well, we did some homework. That's what we do.
That is exactly what we do.
I wasn't ready to tell that pleasure story.
Okay, well, get ready, because now it's time to get caught up in the comments with Miss Corrie Renee.
That's right.
We continue to do some digging, and I found this amazing picture with you all dazzled and razzled, updo,
Styling and profiling.
One of my favorite pictures, because I like my thighs and my titties showing.
I knew you would.
I seized you, like how Martin would do.
I
seized you.
Okay, so I basically chose this post just because it shows just imagery of the Tammi Mac show, KJLH. It's like your you're not general. Okay, I don't even want to go there too. But this beautiful flyer, and it looked as if it was the beginning of something. When you think of Tammi Mac, the Tammi Mac show, and everything that you have contributed to the land, how does that make you feel?
I don't think about that. You know, I just do the work. I never have a moment where I'm like, damn, I'm out here doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, or like, I don't do anything for clout. I don't do anything. A lot of people get upset at me because, even my producer on my show, because certain stories I won't even cover, because either they make Black people look bad, or either it's gossip that I'm not interested in doing. And I'm not a person who likes to follow the trend or follow people. I like to be the leader. And so if everybody else is doing it, you can guarantee I'm probably not. So when I do stuff, it literally is from the heart. And I'm not thinking, yeah, you better appreciate what I just did for you, or yeah, I did that, they gonna remember that. Like, none of that ever comes to mind. But I will say, since you said what comes to mind when the Tammi Mac show, when I take a day off work and I'm listening to my show, sometimes I voice track, right? So it's me on the radio. I take a day off, and my theme song comes on.
Mm-hmm. It's the Tammi Mac show. And
my theme show comes on. And I'm driving in LA. And then when you look at your radio in your car, it says the Tammi Mac show. Yeah. That is those are moments, because I've been working all my life in radio for this moment. And like I said, you never know how it's going to show up. And you're working so hard, sometimes it's there and you don't even know it's there. Like, you still asking God for stuff and he's like, it's there. What do you keep asking me for shit for? It's there. And so when I see my name on the thing, the radio, and then I hear who gonna run it? Tammi Mac gonna run it? I'm like, oh my God. What I ask for, it's there. And I sit in gratitude. Every time that happens, I sit in gratitude. Sometimes I have to pull to the side of the road and just thank and give praise to God. Because when you work so hard, man, I've been in radio since I was 14 years old. And there weren't as many women in radio then as there is now. And definitely women did not have their own morning show or their own afternoon show, right, Corrie?
Yes.
And to have an afternoon show, literally with my name on it, in the number 2 market, this is what every radio personality, and if they say no, I will call them a lie to their face. This is what every radio personality wants out of their career. New York or LA.
Period.
If you don't want that, I don't even know why you're in radio, to be honest. It's like Kobe Bryant. If you don't want to win, what you here for? And it just, those are the times that I realize how grateful I should be for the blessings that God has given me. Because this ain't what it didn't even happen how I thought it was. When I got to LA, my dream and my goal was to be on the Steve Harvey morning show at the Beat so that I could do the morning show. And because I had it planned out. Right?
Right. As we all do.
I had it planned out. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna be on the Steve Harvey show at the Beat. And then the rest of the day, I'm gonna audition and work on my acting career. Perfect plan. And then I'm in there. Boom. Boom. So I spent most of my days and nights when I first got to LA contacting The Beat. I did get an interview with The Beat. I did get an offer from The Beat. So why am I at KJLH, right? But when I went to my interview at The Beat, the program director at the time said, well, I don't have anything right now, but drop me a note every week to keep up with me. So I got a stack of postcards, pre-addressed them, so that every week all I had to do was slap it in the mailbox. So
that's equivalent to a text message right now, just for context for the younger generation. Okay,
yeah, younger generation knows nothing about pen pals.
Yeah, but if you shoot somebody a text like that, they get sick of you. You know what I'm saying? They get tired of you. Like, why did he text and block you?
Yeah, quick.
So, but so when I did that, I think Nautica Dela Cruz ended up doing. I don't know what happened. But at any rate, the program director finally called me, and he said, "Hey, we got an opening at the Steve Harvey Morning Show. We want you to come in, and we want you to, we want you to audition, set up, and everything." So by this time, I was working at KJLH, like just kind of part-time fill-in, that kind of thing, something to keep my bread in my mouth. But I was still sending them postcards every week. I was like, okay, KJLH is cool, but I gotta focus on what I came here for. And if I own the Steve Harvey Morning Show in the morning, I could do my acting all through the day. This is my plan.
Right.
Ain't nobody stopping me. This is what I do. I make a plan, and then I follow and then I execute. So I don't know if God told me to do that, but that's what I did. So I'm at KJLH. I'm working part-time. I'm getting some pretty good hours there. I do production too. I love to tell people, if you want to get in radio, learn all of the aspects, especially if you're a woman.
Absolutely.
Because not many women are in there producing commercials and stuff like that.
That's how
I do that. And I do that very, very well. And I love to produce. But I don't know what happened. I was supposed to go in and audition on Monday, I think, with the crew. And I didn't want to, because I worked at KJLH and Andre Russell, who hired me at KJLH, I didn't want to be disrespectful and ungrateful to him. So I wanted to live up to my own integrity. So I said, I got to go tell Andre that I'm going to audition for him, right? So on Saturday or whatever day it was, I went in specifically to tell Andre, hey, the beat asked me to come audition. I can't turn this down. You know, it's the Steve Harvey Morning Show. He's like, I knew they were going to call you. Mm-hmm. When I say that made me feel so good. That made me feel like I could conquer the world. When he said, I knew somebody else was going to call you because you are the best thing that has happened to LA radio in a long time. I was part-time. And he told me this. That's where I built my confidence to continue in LA. So I went home that night, and that Sunday, I prayed. No, Saturday night, I prayed. Sunday morning, I got up. And I swear to God, and ain't nobody gonna believe me in the world because it don't seem real. I didn't even want to work there no more. I didn't want to work at the beat no more. I had all my time I was here, which was about 3 years, I had been working and striving to be at the beat. And that Sunday morning, I woke up. I have a little jar. It's called God's jar. So anything that's on my back, I write it down and then I put it in the jar. Steve Harvey Morning Show was in the jar. So you have to know the context of how I knew I was going to be on the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Like, it wasn't a question to me. Mm-hmm. I knew it was going to happen. I put it in God's jar. So God was going to make it happen. And this was God telling me, I told you I got you. You got the audition. Because I'm like, if you have me audition for any radio show, I got it. It's mine. Mm-hmm. And so I knew I was going to be on the Steve Harvey Morning Show. I knew that before any of this stuff happened. But now I really knew it because the audition was confirmation from God to me. And when I woke up Sunday morning and didn't want to do it no more, I didn't quite understand. I was like, I'm supposed to call him and tell him no? Why don't I want to do it anymore? So I called him and I said, hey, I think I kind of got a good thing going at KJLH. I don't really want to disrespect them like that. They've given me opportunity at first glance. And I think I'm going to, my conscience is telling me to stick with that. Roll with people who roll with you.
There it is.
1,000.
And so he said to me, a bird in the hand beats two in the bushes. That's what he said to me. So I went back to Andre and I said, I don't think before I could say anything to him, he said, wait a minute, we're going to give you a raise. And that was my real confirmation that was the decision that was supposed to be made. And so I stayed with KJLH and I did production and swing shifts and I did all kind of stuff, street team, whatever they needed. That's what I did. Mm-hmm. And then there was no, after I said no, after I decided I wasn't going to go to the beat or have the desire for the Steve Harvey Show anymore, I just decided I was just going to work hard and keep doing it. I had no, I didn't have a thought of, well, I'm going to keep going here so I could be the morning show here, or I'm going to keep going. There was no agenda after that. I was just like, this guy's been good to me, Andre Russell. And so I think I need to stay with that. I need to stay with that. And so I didn't, I was like, oh, and he also said, we will support your acting career.
Wow.
And that has held true to this day. I've been at KJLH for 17 years now. For 17 years, they have been supporting my acting career, and anything else that I do, they support. Stevie Wonder done came by 3-4 plays that I've been in. You know what I'm saying? Wow. I need to tell him to buy a book, though. He ain't bought my book. Buy the book, Stevie. Buy the book,
Make sure we get around to that.
So yeah, I definitely made the right decision. But once again, that's God coming down saying what is for you is for you. So don't be dejected or feel rejected when something doesn't happen the way you planned it or the way you thought it was supposed to. You need to sit and rest in the no and be happy about the no. Like, oh, they told me no. Cool. Now I ain't got to worry about whatever comes with that. Because whatever comes your way and it's for you, it happens so easy. It's ridiculous. Yes. That's how I make my decisions. If it happens easily, it's a yes. If I gotta go through hoops and jump on trampolines and stuff, I'm like, yeah, I ain't gonna be able to do that.
Being triggered.
Yeah, you be jumping through hoops and stuff.
Girl. Yes.
I'm not saying don't work hard and don't take on challenges.
Right.
There's a difference between the two. Sometimes your gut be feeling like, I probably shouldn't be doing this. Your
And I just wanna be
intuition
at
says
peace.
stuff.
Like I just,
Yeah.
I, it shouldn't, like you're saying, it shouldn't be that hard. I just want to create. I just want to be in a space to do it, and I just want to grow. Like,
Right.
and if there's so many things, so much red tape around that, like maybe that's just not where.
Like
I
I'm
need to be
sending,
doing it.
I'm putting postcards in the mail every week. Meanwhile, people over here are like, "We love you. You're talented.
Yes!
Come to Jamaica."
With the blue water.
That's right. That's right.
So why? Like, why would I keep putting postcards in the mailbox? You know what I'm saying? Like, you've already showed me how you're gonna treat me.
Man,
Wow.
the question I have is, can you really talk about how important genuine faith is, despite the no's that you'll come across, and just really believing in the work you're putting into your legacy?
I don't believe all the time. I can't sit here and lie and act like I'd be like, yeah, I believe in God. I don't. Sometimes I'm mad at him. Sometimes I'm angry. Sometimes I'm cussing him out. Because sometimes I think this was supposed to happen this way. You know, I've been in LA, like I said, for 17 years, right? And my goal when I got here was to become an actress. So for me, I feel like right now I should be a regular on a television show. I feel like I should be, equal to Tiffany Haddish. You know, Tiffany Haddish and I started out kind of the same time. I mean, she was doing different things, but we were we were in
As
that
far as the
same
era.
journey,
Yeah.
right? We did a pilot together, so that's why I'm using her, right? And she's a friend, so I know her, and I feel like, well, God, what happened to that? You know what I mean? So I don't want people to think that it's all good just because I'm on the radio and I got this fantastic job. It is fantastic. It does pay good money. It does put me in places that that everybody wants to be in. Like, I'm not gonna downplay the good parts about it. I get free stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is all,
Keep it coming. Keep it coming.
It is all good. It is the best thing ever. Radio is my best friend. I probably would die without it. That's how close it is to me. And so I'm never gonna put it down because that's my jam. I can do it. Like, literally, if I walked into the radio station, and y'all know radio, I could do it like this. I could run a whole board like this.
Wow. Effortless.
I'm good. I'm very good at what I do. And I love it. And I challenge myself every day. But I came here to be an actress. And yeah, I get a part here, part there, part here, part there. And I'm in a lot of plays, which I love. But, I want to do that bigger.
The hunger for more is still there.
Yeah. So I do. So my faith is tested all the time. It's tested all the time. But I keep going because God has never let me down.
There we go.
There it is.
When I look at all of the things that now I feel like a song. When I think of how He brought me through and how the Lord changed my mind, my soul is overwhelmed.
Keep it going.
I have joy, unspeakable joy.
Oh yes.
Clapping for myself.
That was so crazy.
yeah.
That was so amazing.
Yeah, but you have to look at how, like, I have so much. And even if I lose it all today, I can't be mad because He gave it to me.
That part.
He gave it to me. You know what I mean? And yeah, we all aspire to do things different and more. But, one day.
One day.
That gave me a moment. I don't want to take too much from that amazing moment. Someone not too long ago was like, you're too much. And I was like, maybe you're not enough.
They said, you're too much?
Yeah, like energy-wise. Like, in place where I work and stuff like that, I'm coming in, guns blazing, good energy.
Yeah.
I don't care where yours is at. I'm going to initiate stuff. The natural leader in me. Someone said something, and it made me feel some type of way, but I reflected on it. And I was like, well, I wouldn't have to be all this if you would kind of bring your energies up.
You level up.
So
right.
that's basically what that is.
Yeah, maybe you're not enough. Absolutely.
That's exactly what I said.
Yeah, that's what you should have told them.
Okay.
No, that's exactly
Devil,
what I said.
get ye behind me.
Hello.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what they got told.
They got told. Just like we always tell our listeners to basically make sure to like, subscribe, hit us in the DM because we want to know like what's going on. We want to know if you're enjoying the episodes. We want to know if you have questions. This is the log out portion of our show. Miss Tammi Mac.
Oh, I'm having fun with y'all.
Thank you.
I thought y'all was going to be another boring podcast.
Absolutely not.
Somebody needs to do a podcast called Another Boring Podcast. Because when I tell you, if one more person asks me, so how you get started in radio?
So I'm glad we didn't make that list. Okay. Socially acceptable. Be sure to follow us on the gram. And we always go back an episode and we ask our listeners, they ask us what's going on or what questions they have. And last week we had on Akon.
Okay.
And sheesh. So they basically just show love and they have a new single out called Ghetto Living.
That's right.
And that is what basically the listener wanted to know. G Perico. 1, 2, 3, not the G Perico, not the one that's supposed to be on the show soon. What's up? We waiting.
We waiting, man.
It's a fan of G Perico. He added 1, 2, 3 behind it.
It's family over here.
Okay, and said, I want to know what that song is. Where can I get it? So definitely hit it up. Sheesh_convict with a K. And the song is Ghetto Living.
Yep,
so you guys be sure to pre-save it, log it, clip it, all the good things.
Give it some likes and comments and all that on YouTube as well. So,
yes.
Can't stop, won't stop. Y'all keep going. And be inspired by what you're doing. Be encouraged by the guests that you're bringing in. Be encouraged by the setup that you have. Be encouraged by the knowledge and the research that you guys do on your guests. Like, I know it seems like a hole, like you're just going down a black hole. You are not. You got to know that people see you. And when it's your time, it will happen. People see you. People see you. I knew you before you called me. You thought I didn't, but I did. I knew you.
You putting in real work out there. It gets recognized.
Just because you don't think people see. And they watch. I tell my producer all the time, I said, you got to understand the seat you're sitting in. People are watching you every day and you don't even know and you at home crying, going, well, I don't know why people don't know.
As the tear comes down.
I'm just turning this way because that's facts.
As the tear comes down, I don't know why people don't know, baby.
Big facts.
That's
so true. Speaking to the souls today.
So
for sure.
Thank you for that. I hope this is not the last time. I hope this is
the
just
last
one
time
of
I'm
many.
coming on this day, I'm sure.
It's too late.
It's too late. She coming back.
We were supposed to go to lunch, but I ain't gonna have time now.
It's okay. We'll figure it out.
We'll do lunch next week sometime.
Absolutely. You guys don't mind my tears. This is just the Tammi Mac sitting in front of me, and I just don't know what to do with myself.
Well worth it.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much.
Corrie. Thank you.
Until next time, this has been Socially Acceptable.